All right, this is pretty lame. Too many river cards. We don't want to take this as showdown. He definitely has some nutted combos that beat us. 9-8, Jack 10, pocket 9s, pocket 8s, but I think we just go for it here, especially when he still has like Queen Jack of diamonds, King Queen of diamonds, those types of hands. Let's go for max value here. Let's start with a little panache, little pizzazz, little abracadabra, little pop. Give you a little goosebumps with a big squeeze. Oh, not big enough. Shit. All right, well, I'm done. I'm done here. Shit. All right, well, stream is not off to this the way that I hoped it would start. I am engaged today, chat. I am engaged. Not engaged like I have a girlfriend, we're getting married. I mean, I'm engaged in that I feel focused. But if there do happen to be any girlfriends out there, potential girlfriend material, I should say, I can cook, I clean, I make a good living, I can lift heavy things, but I cannot fix shit to save your life, okay? So don't even ask me those questions. But I can get things that are high up on a shelf. I'm really, really good at that. I can mow lawns. It's a pretty good skill. Did you guys hear about Coldplay and how they're stopping their tour until that they can find a more environmentally friendly way of touring? You know it's an environmentally friendly way of touring? Not touring. There you go. I figured it out for you. You just don't tour. Hey guys, I can be your organizer for you and help you figure out the issue behind being more environmentally friendly when you tour. Just, you know, don't tour. There you go. Done. I mean, obviously I know it's more complicated than that because in order to make money, they need to tour, right? Obviously. But still. Okay, I was gonna stake you for 98% in the one drop, but now that you said it, you can pay it all yourself now. You know what? That's probably like the one tournament I would probably like, you know, only play with 5% of myself or whatever. Cause what's 5%? What's first place in like the 1 mil one drop? Like 20 mil, right? 5% of that's still pretty goddamn nice. Not that I could actually no, I take that back, because what's 5% of the 1 mil? That's 50k. Yeah, I can't pay 50k. Look at us. Hold. No one outer. Yay! Tee-hee. Too easy. This game's too easy. Standard. Interesting check, my sir. Don't fully understand why. Kind of makes me a little nervous, to be honest. What's going on here? He could be a recreational, and he's just like, you know, he's got queen, and he's like, ugh, queen's on a king high board. What do I do? I guess jacks is more likely when I block a queen. Maybe ace queen. He's just not sure if he's supposed to bluff or not because it's such a strong hand. Could be that. Or he could have a set and he's just slow playing. I mean, I think we just need to bet big here. Under it's such a bricky turn. Okay, that makes things a little interesting. God, I mean, this just like smells to me like ace, queen, queens, and jacks. But that's such a narrow, so narrow. All right, our king is too good not to go for value, knowing that we're not gonna actually be beat all that often, especially with the 10 on the river. Oh my god. Sigh. I don't know what he was thinking there. That's just like the weirdest way to play any hand. That's just I don't get it. That was so silly. I'm sorry, dude. Like that, I don't care. That is just such a silly way to play that hand. I'm probably going to 3-bet and call a shove. Ooh, that's fun. I think king queen suited is fine for a rejam. Definitely don't want to overcall. Definitely don't want to fold. I don't think it's unreasonable. Hold please. Hold please. Nice. Lucky me. Lucky. And then sometimes you just gotta pray to the gods up above and tell your opponents to suck a D. You know? There's also that. Fun flop. At this stack depth, we're gonna go big. Having the king of spades is really nice too. Probably want to check back a little bit more if I didn't have the spade. Doesn't check raise me, so that's good. I think we'll just check. So we will get check raised too much on this turn, and it's really, really gross on such a wet board. Obviously, like most rivers we don't like, but all right, well, he blocks. Our hand's just like too good to fold here to a block bet. He definitely has a lot of better hands though. Nice. I like his bluff. I like his bluff sizing, so I'm gonna fold a lot of hands there, but kings are just too good. Open, 3-bet, shove. We're already priced in without the bounty, so hold please. Hold. Nice. Hey, good luck, Travis. Today, can you explain the merits of getting staked and how getting staked works? So there's two different versions of staking, right? There's selling action at a markup. So what happens is you give away pieces of your equity and you sell it at a premium based off of how much of a favorite you think you are or how much of an edge you think you have in those games, right? So there's that. You sell on a marketplace to investors, right? So that's a version of staking. Another version of staking is getting backed. So being part of a stable. What that involves is generally they put up the money for you to play the full buy-in, and then you have to pay them back the buy-in plus a share of the profit. Generally, often they end up having majority share because they're the one putting up all the risk, right? So those are the two main versions. There's pluses and negatives to both. The pluses and negatives to selling action, which is what I do. The positives are it reduces variance significantly by making that extra little premium. So that's pretty good and really, really reduces my variance, and I still end up being able to dictate how much of myself I get to keep per tournament. So that's good. The cons are, in an open marketplace, your demand will increase and decrease as the months go by, depending on how well you're doing or how poorly you're doing. So you're not always going to be able to play the games that you want to play because they might not sell very well. And sometimes it's about who you know over whether or not like you deserve to play those games, right? So that's one of them. I'm generalizing all of this, by the way. Now for backing, when you get backed by a stable, the positives are that, generally you get to play a lot of the games that you desire to play because it's been negotiated by the person who's backing you. A lot of stables end up providing coaching, one-on-one coaching, seminars, webinars. They try and set you up to succeed because obviously they don't want to see you fail, right? The negatives are when you go on a downswing, you end up being put in what's called makeup, which is the money that you owe to the stable. So you could go on a huge downswing and you could win a tournament for, let's just go to an extreme and say 100 grand. If you're 110 grand in makeup, you pretty much have to give that whole 100 grand for the most part back to them. So you don't end up actually really truly making any profit, which obviously sucks, right? And there are a lot of stories of tournament poker players going into heavy makeup. And to be honest, a lot of players who are backed don't really make all that much money. So if you're going to be a part of a stable, you really have to consider it seriously. And if you have the opportunity to be able to sell action at a markup, that would be the better option. But a lot of people don't have that privilege like I do. So it puts you in between a rock and a hard place for sure, especially if you want to pursue poker at a full-time clip. I would recommend just trying to be as nitty with your bankroll management as you can and trying to get yourself into the community whichever way you can and sell markup or sell action at a low markup. Maybe even start by selling action at no markup and just kind of work your way up that way. I would only ever recommend a person get backed after doing a ton of research into the people that are offering you backing and seeing what kind of value they provide. And I would recommend that you go for ones that provide more than just simply, we're going to put up the money for you to play poker. The ones that go out of their way to try and help you succeed, that's where you're truly going to get the value, and it's at no extra cost. That's where like the pros of being backed come in. So yeah, that's kind of like the long story short, really. Ace King, I'm gonna check raise if he bets, which this is definitely a flop that he can bet on. Great. Oh wow. Trying to think about what kind of sizing I want to go for. Guess we'll just 4x it. Part of me just wants to jam. That's a good turn card for our boy here. Not the 4, but the spade. Yeah, make the discipline lay down here. Does he really shove king, queen, and king, jack like this? Maybe. It's a pretty big maybe, though. He check calls and then calls my huge re-raise. Your boy's making the disciplined folds today, chat. We're doing it. We're doing it big. We're doing it big, chat. Did you cash out some of your big score? What did you buy? I haven't bought anything. I was like, the other day I was telling my parents this. I was looking through Amazon, just looking for stuff, you know? It's like, I'm gonna buy myself something cool. Let's buy something cool, you know? And I've spent my whole adult life never really buying anything for myself. Maybe I'll buy the occasional video game or an article of clothing, but never really treating myself to something cool that now I'm like, I don't know what I want. It's very weird. I'm almost embarrassed by it. I don't know what I want. It's a very weird thing. I'm actually not sure what to get myself. There's some things like for my house, when I move into a new apartment that I'll want, but like just something for the sake of having it. I don't even know, honestly. How weird is that? After a 7-figure score, you'd think I'd be all stoked to go get something cool. I guess I wouldn't mind a watch. I wouldn't mind a nice couple pair of shoes. I feel like that's so boring. Isn't that weird? I feel almost embarrassed. Pretty grateful to have been as lucky as I am right now. I'm living my dream. This is what I wanted when I was 22, you know? This is exactly what I wanted when I was 22. I wanted to be able to work when I wanted to work. I wanted to do work that I like doing. I wanted to make good money at it. And I wanted to like do things like doing a podcast, and knowing that it benefits me from a professional standpoint, but not really consider it that way and more consider it as just something fun to do. And that's what I'm doing right now. So that's exciting, man. I love it. My life really is pretty fucking good right now. And you know, I was having a conversation with my friend Alex about it, talking about like adversity, you know, and he's been through a lot. He's certainly been through a lot more than I have, that's for sure. But he made a really good point that I never really considered, and it was like, I've been through a lot. I've been through a ton. I've seen the lows. I've almost hit rock bottom. I've been pretty close. And managed to pick myself back up and make a success out of myself. I've managed to grind out of the muck and get myself back in the game, you know? And I deserve to pat myself on the back for that. Like, I deserve this success, you know? And I consider myself like, I often thought it was too pig-headed to ever acknowledge that, but I realize now that that's a really huge source of confidence, and I should be proud of the accomplishments that I've made, and I am, you know? And I can very confidently say that not many people have been able to go through what I've been through and come back out on top. And you know, I think we could all benefit from understanding that, you know, modesty is an asset, but so is recognizing that, you know, you deserve to succeed. And when you experience that success, you deserve to congratulate yourself and be proud of yourself for it, you know? And so I feel fucking pumped about myself right now for those reasons. I feel fucking great. I'm gonna do something silly. I limped under the gun, check to the river, see if any of these guys are paying attention. I can get one of them to fold, that's pretty huge. Got one of them to fold. Getting the small blind fold is pretty big. Nice, that was fun. Hell yeah, brother, hell yeah. And we get aces right after. I'm gonna check this. Then I got like king jack of clubs or something. Top set with a backdoor flush draw, like, he's just not gonna call flop too often here. But we can go big now. We're not gonna be able to stack off, that's for sure. But that's all right. Where can one listen to that podcast? If you go to the Party Poker YouTube page, Jamie and I did a podcast. It should be on the listing there. It just came out on Tuesday, so not long ago. Real quick, going for a big squeeze jam here. I folded the nines. He bet really big on the river. Oh boy, have ace king. Hold, please. Hold, please. Nice. That was big right there. 64 big blinds, man. I scheduled way too many tournaments for today. Way too many, dude. I haven't even started the Sunday Million yet. I haven't even started the 320 Gladiator yet. 215 Sunday Masters. Goodness gracious me, dude. Wow, look at this spot. I'm already given 2-1 without the bounties, and I have them both covered. All right. 5? Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Dude, how often do you see that? Not often. Not often at all. That was weird. Poker's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Let's defending the small. Definitely don't mind a check raise here at all. Multi-way. Even though he does have some bluffs for sure. I'm gonna go really, really small and then just set up for an easy shove on the river. Make it look like I've got some blocks here. Which I do. I definitely do. Not as many when it's multi-way though. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't have a better jack. Actually, let's check and let him bluff. His missed diamond draws. Oh, come on! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scream. That's just so lame. So lame. I'm mad. 12 tabling. 10 tabling now, Ed K. What's going on, man? Feel like us? Mother trucker, dude. It just... Oh, man. What a awful hour. Oh, we can't re-enter? Oh, man. Damn, dude. That was fast. Maybe today's not going to turn out the way I hoped it would. Felt like it was going to, but... Ah, well. That's right. You just move forward. That's it. All good. Wow. 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 Just wow, you know? Wow. Just wow. That's been our day. Wow. Lots of wows. Sundays, my dudes. Sundays. They can be really awesome and they can also be really lame. This is the way it goes. That's the way this game works. I'm going to raise call here. Okay. Go for a big bet. Set up a jam on the turn. Rather not see a turn, but... Hold, please. Ugh. Oh. No. No. Nice. Okay. I think 30% is reasonable. Beautiful day in the hood. Weird. Trying to decide if I want to shove here, but... Alright, this is pretty lame. Too many river cards. We don't want to take this as showdown. He definitely has some nutted combos that beat us. 9-8, Jack 10, pocket 9s, pocket 8s, but I think we just go for it here. Especially when he still has like Queen Jack of diamonds, King Queen of diamonds, those types of hands. Just go for max value here. Yeah, it's whatever. I think my play with aces is totally fine, but... sucks to lose another one, dude. Really sucks to lose another one. Am I just that bad? Is everyone just too nitty? Am I just not adjusting properly enough? Am I just running that poorly? Is it all of the above? Leverage done in this thing yet? Yes, it is. Guess. It's the second time I've gotten wrecked by 9s today. Why not? Whoa, really? All right. Oh, why can't you put an ace and a king on the board? Just make it easy for me to check fold. Stacked card ratio is super awkward now too. Oh man, with that big bounty too, it's gonna be hard to fold turn when he shoves. Ugh. I think our hand's too good here though. In a bounty tournament, in a chippy V tournament, I think we have to find a fold, but it's comforting. He's on the button, so he should have some cool 4-bet bluffs, but not many. All right, well, weird spot. Happy to win it. Just lots of weird spots today, man. Holy moly. Pure craziness, pure mayhem today. 9s, cold 4-bet 9s. Excuse me, sir? Why you gotta upset me like that? Very troubling. It's a very troubling thing for you to do. Yeah, I'm still gonna call this, even though he has this covered. I think our 8s are still very, very good versus his overall shoving range. Overall. Whatever, dude. Whatever that was. I have no idea what that was. That was something, though. That is just embarrassing. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Have a good one, everybody. Sorry, it was such a short stream, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Have a good one.